who did the artwork, and all these things. Like, this is stuff that I love. Like, I love this kind of data. And so this is the information that was largely included in the original release. And then this is a note that I wrote recently, just talking about my journey from making this record, and what led me to making it, and to now. And so I think it's really enjoyable to have all this stuff. Like, I like it. It's nice to hold it in your hands and be able to look at it. And when I was a kid, when I get a CD or a record, I wanted to read every word in the booklet and find out who the players were. And so, when I first got into a position where I could hire real session musicians, I knew that I wanted to work with Matt Chamberlain. And so Matt Chamberlain, he was on the Wallflowers, Bringing Down the Horse, and has played on a million records. That was the first place where I became aware of him. He played with Tori Amos and Elton John, and so many people. He's an unbelievable player. And he kept popping up. I was like, he's on this Fiona Apple record? All those years I kept seeing his name. Yeah. So when I became a grown-up musician, I was like, oh man, what if we called Matt Chamberlain? And then I got his phone number, and I called him, and I was like, do you want to play drums on a record? And he was like, okay, sure. And that's what I do. And so it was, for me, information that comes from these has led me to all kinds of stuff. And so that's something that I like. But also, in terms of the sonic quality of a record on vinyl, it just feels a little different. Also, you can't skip around. You put the record on, you start spinning, you put the needle down, and you're going to have to turn it over in 20 minutes. And so, unless you have a record player that flips them, in 20 minutes you're going to go, and you got to pull the thing, flip the thing, play the next side. Yeah. And so I also like the idea that it forces you to listen more actively. I don't like to listen to music passively, especially I don't have music going in the background while I'm trying to do something else, because I think it's distracting. I want to listen to music if I'm listening to music. And so that's another thing I like about vinyl. It's you can put it on and listen to it, and it's it feels like an event of sorts when you put on a record. You're going to take it out of the package. It's not like you're pressing a button on your phone or something. This is, I unwrapped it, I took it out, I turned the machine on, I put the thing down, in 20 minutes I have to flip it. To me, that's because I think music is important and I want to pay attention to it. That's something I really like about it. I think some people also just it's like a physical, it's like a totem of your time at the show, or whatever. So your relationship with the artist is like a physical reminder that you are part of this community. Yeah. You're at home and you're like, oh yeah, I'm with this guy. I'm a part of this community. One of the things that I really enjoy about going to shows as a fan is that you are not only interacting with the music, which you can do at home, and you're not only interacting with the artist, which is very cool, you're also interacting with this community of like-minded people who are excited about something that you're very excited about. It's people that you connect with, on some level, because you have this thing that you cared enough about to ask your parents if you could go out, or get a babysitter for your kid, or whatever place you are in your life. You had to do something to get there. You didn't just you weren't just walking down the street and you stumbled in. Most of the people that come to a show, they decided, they planned, they bought a ticket, they showed up. It's hours of your life on an evening when you could be doing something else. Yeah. And so that's a neat thing to me. I came to that realization once watching U2. I was at a football stadium watching U2, and I was like, all of us came here for this. We're all together. And it was delightful. I was so delighted by it. I was like, I'm with all these people. We're all together doing this, sharing this thing. So that's, whether you're at a club show with 200 people or you're at a football stadium, that still holds true. You're with people that are, part of your community. These are people whose thoughts, at least at some points, line up with yours. Which is exciting.
Yeah. Cool. So the tour kicks off January?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going on the road in January.
You've already got some of your shows already sold out.
Yeah, I think most of them are sold out. We've added second nights in a number of cities because they sold out really quickly, and we didn't want to make it so that people couldn't come. I know people get mad. mean, I always tell everybody, I'm like, just buy the tickets early, and then you don't have to think about this, and then you don't have to complain to me when there aren't tickets anymore.
Yeah.
Like, we put them on sale 6 months in advance, so you know. But you know, like that's so we added second nights in some cities. But yeah, it's Boston, New York, Atlanta is sold out. DC only has a few tickets left. Nashville is sold out. Chicago we put an additional one on sale, but there's only a few tickets. LA, there's another show, but there's only a few tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just sold out in Stockholm, and we have some left in Oslo and London and Manchester.
I mean, that's just amazing to me. Like around the world, people, you're already sold out of concerts that haven't happened yet.
It is cool. It is, you know, and I think as a listener, it's fun to go to a show that you know that like there are other people that want to go and they can't. Like you feel like it's like a special thing you're involved in, and so that's always fun. And for me, you know, I never play solo, so I've been, you know, just before you got here, I was sitting in there practicing, like relearning songs and trying to figure out parts from songs I haven't played in
So
years.
is this your first solo tour or no?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
I have played. I was trying to think about it. Yeah, I guess because I've done like little pieces of tours where like, you know, we'll test a handful of markets that we haven't played before. So the band will go home and I'll go to 5 more cities or something. But yeah, I really don't do this. It's not what I usually do. Yeah, you know, for now, you know, and that's another thing that's fun about it for me. It's like since, you know, it was never my goal to be alone on a stage. I think if I had to do it all the time, I wouldn't be as excited about it as I am right now. Like now, I'm really excited to do it. It feels like it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna tell a lot of stories and, you know, get to play songs that I wouldn't ever play otherwise with the band. So that part's exciting. And so yeah, it feels to me special because we don't do it very often and we're not doing a ton of markets. It's just like a handful of cities, a handful of dates, and so people who are really enthusiastic about it can get to see it. But I don't have to do 250 shows that way because I think that would be hard. It'd be hard to maintain enthusiasm for it because it's like not what I trained to do in my head. You know, it's like I imagine myself as a frontman in a band, even though now I am a solo artist. You know, I've always toured with a band. But yeah, this is fun. Like it's been really fun working up the songs and getting back to a place where I can play them and trying to, you know, think about what these stories meant to me then, and you know, if my interpretation of them has changed over the years. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. And for people who can't make it to the shows, they can get the vinyl, which has "Drop in the Ocean" on it.
Oh, "Drop in the Ocean" is on this one. That's the one.
So, and that's being released separately as a single, or not?
So yes, so the recordings that we are releasing online, the new recording that we dropped.
Did they go to your website to get these?
Yes, ronpopemusic.com. That's where you can go for that. And so, but the new recordings that we have are brand new. Like we did them this year, and they are recordings that are stripped that we did in a studio here in Nashville, just because we wanted to celebrate the anniversary. So the new recording of A Drop in the Ocean is what we were releasing right now, and the video is of us recording that version of the song. And so the vinyl is the original album. It is the original recordings of the album on vinyl. So it is a different. This is the original version, and so there's a different thing than what we're putting out online. That's like a companion piece to this.
Okay.
So that's what it is.
All right. Well, you have a lot going on, and I heard the song. It's lovely.
Thank you.
Nashville's sold out, so I can't go see it.
Well, I'm sorry. We should have told you 6 months ago.
Yeah, exactly. But you can get the vinyl. You can catch a show if there's.
Yeah, if you're near one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can like him on Instagram and all that stuff.
I am in the internet. I'm in there with you. So Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. The next thing that comes out, I'll be in there.
No more MySpace. But
that's gone.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
/Ron. Well, thank you so much. I wish you a great tour, and check out the video for "Drop in the Ocean." It's up too. And any last thoughts?
No, thank you for having me. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you.